not having internet for 2.5 days and then getting off a boat and not knowing where you're going to sleep doesn't work out. So if you watched our last couple of videos, you'll know that we've spent 2 days in paradise. Well, we've been rudely jolted back to earth because when we got dropped off from the boat, it was at somewhere completely different that we had no idea where we were. And then we were told we had to get in a taxi. So we asked if the taxi back to where we were supposed to get dropped off was paid for by our resorts. We were told yes, they paid. Exact quote. Then when we get here, the taxi driver tries to charge us $20 US dollars for a 5-minute journey.
So after discussing with the taxi drivers for a while, they've now driven off. We obviously weren't going to walk away from the situation until they'd left because we didn't really feel like that would be appropriate to just be like, no, we're not paying, and then leaving. But as I said, they're now driven off, so I guess we'll consider the matter closed.
I'm not tall enough for this. After 4.5 hours here, freaking out about not having anywhere to stay tonight, we finally have somewhere to stay tonight. So, well done.
Basically, we have quite a bit of explaining to do to you guys.
So the issue that we had is obviously trying to find somewhere to sleep last minute. It can be pretty difficult and pretty expensive. We're right in the middle of the Easter holidays or spring break in America, so there were loads of American and Canadian families having taken up all the good, cheap accommodation. So the current price, the cheapest places that we could find in the entire country per night were £65 a night, which is more than double what we'd normally pay. And then there's the trouble of kind of getting to these random places in Belize with no Wi-Fi. We were just quite stressed. But luckily we remembered that we met an amazing person in Belmopan called Cedric. Gave Cedric a call and he said of course we could stay at his place tonight. And it's just an easy 1.5-hour bus ride away. So now we're going to head to the bus station. I feel like I understand what people talk about when they say that those buses are hectic. That was our first hectic local bus, wasn't it?
Honestly, it was almost next to impossible to actually film on the bus itself. Oh, what a day! Yeah.
Yeah. Like we do quite a lot of last-minute travel, but sometimes not having internet for 2.5 days and then getting off a boat and not knowing where you're going to sleep doesn't work out.
It's a little bit stressful.
Who'd have thought that wouldn't work out for us?
Yeah.
You know?
At some point it was bound to go wrong. As we mentioned earlier on, we're staying with Cedric whilst we're here in Belmopan.
If you don't know who Cedric is, he was our host and a guide actually while we stayed in Belmopan a few days ago. So we're not here to make a video, but we did make one a few days ago. If you want to watch that, we'll put it somewhere
on the screen, in this corner. It'll be in one of the corners. Either way, we've arrived in Belmopan a little bit early than we told Cedric we would, and I can't see him here just yet, but we're going to sit here, wait for him to turn up.
Is he picking us up?
I think so.
Oh, that's so nice of him.
I hope so, anyway.
Did he tell you he is?
Yeah, I think he did anyway.
Okay.
Either way, Cedric, if you see this, thank you for turning up. If you don't see this, Cedric never turned up. Hey.
How are you guys doing?
So this is the man of the hour. Thank you so much, Cedric.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Cedric. We really needed the place to crash last night, somewhere where we could just figure out all of our travel plans, and that's exactly what you gave us. So, you're amazing. We didn't film anything yesterday because we honestly just spent the whole night working, figuring out exactly where we were going, how we were going to get there, and booking stuff basically. So now we've got quite a few things sorted, but the only thing I'm going to mention now is what we are doing today. As you probably already know, we spent the last couple of days relaxing on a beautiful Caribbean island. So we thought, because that experience was so luxurious, we're gonna go to the opposite end of the spectrum. We are going right back to basics in the middle of the Belize jungle. But before we go into too much detail about what that will entail, we need to get some supplies because there is no food, no electricity, no bathroom, no nothing.
This is literally the only sun cream that we can find in here.
Considering that we're going to be cooking on an open fire, we're grabbing the essentials. So we've got all our supplies and now all we need to do is pack and get ready to leave.
Are you not packed yet?
No, are you packed?
Yeah.
I need to go pack so that we can get ready to leave. Take the camera.
So, the bus part of our journey should be pretty straightforward thanks to help from Cedric. It's once we get off the bus that things are going to get a little bit complicated. Thank you. Thank you.
I even got a cinnamon roll. They look really good. We've been dropped off on the side of the road in what looks like the middle of nowhere in Belize. And we've still got a bit of a walk to our place because the farm we're staying at is even more in the middle of nowhere.
But we'll save that for the next episode, which is all about our entire experience completely off the grid. So we'll see you soon.
In about 30 seconds actually.
Yeah, very soon.
Dale always takes the longest time to get ready.
That is not true. What is that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Aaron. Oops. Try that again.